Hello YouTube, welcome back to some more Peglin. This is a YouTube exclusive episode. I had so much fun with the patch on the opening day, even with some minor gripes, which, you know, as they come up, maybe I'll talk about them more in detail as they come up. I was enjoying it so much that I've actually woke up early the next morning to fit in a brief recording slot for some more Peglin. So here I am. Also, in part of it, we didn't get a win on the opening stream, which I felt bad about, but at the same time, you know, it is C20, it's difficult, and we were taking items that, you know, this item is new, I will take it, even if it kind of like bastardizes the run, which it did do in some cases. But we have some new things to learn, new flowcharts to draw up, and that type of jazz. Also, in case you're wondering about, like, you know, my hair right now, I've literally just got out the shower. That's how eager I was. Woke up, got in the shower, got out the shower, headphones on, recording in place. I was starting with wearing like a hat over all of this, but I don't really have a hat, and I think the only hat I had is like this red cowboy hat with like a sexy red cowboy hat as well. You might ask, how is it sexy? Well, it had a white frill along the rim. And if you're asking, you know, how sexy is it? Well, let's just say you guys are looking at I'm not wearing it, because pants would have just exploded off. Anyway, I think I'm going to take Bomb Baton from the start, not because this is Iron Peg, because it's not Iron Peg, but it is an item that just does more damage. And I think in C20 in the early game, you just want stack more and more damage. You know, I was just thinking, did Superman, you know, when he did his whole I'm changing out of Clark Kent routine and changing into Superman routine, do you think he tore his clothes off? Or do you think he carefully, like, unbuttoned his shirt and, you know, took each pant leg out one at a time? Because surely, like, you know, Lois Lane in danger, she always is. I don't know why. Maybe she should, you know, keep to herself sometimes. And you're Superman, you're like, okay, I hear, you know, Lex Luthor has got, I don't know, the Lex Luthor-mobile out. I can hear it, I need to go save Lois. Do you think he took the time to, you know, I mean, it takes some time of all the clothes, you know, you can get quickly in and out of. I'd say a suit was up there with, like, you know, great difficulty. Not the highest difficulty I can think of, like, if, you know, Clark Kent was wearing a corset. I imagine a corset would harder to get into, I guess, but it's probably equally a bit awkward to get out of as well. But surely he just, like, ripped that shit off, you know. The city's under, you know, some sort of duress. And he spent some time, you know, taking one leg in, one leg out, unbutton. Oh, I need to undo my belt as well. Button. Like, he must just have had an insane budget for clothes, right? I'd be pissed, like, if, you know, oh, you're sorry, your mother didn't make it through this. Like, Superman was, like, you know, 30 seconds too late. And it, you know, it transpires that Superman was fucking around with his clothes. Just rip that shit off, because clearly he was wearing the Superman garb underneath all of that, right? He certainly wasn't, you know, undressing slowly and then dressing up in the spandex suit as well. That simply would have been too much of a time waste. We're fighting Leshy, by the way, just to get actually into Peglin and not into, like, my deranged thoughts right now. So we kind of want Leshy tech. None of this is Leshy tech, as you may have noticed. But I think one of the other things, and by the way, I'm playing the round because we had such a poor showing with the round roll. I kind of just want to have a look again. I can't decide if I just misplayed or if I got a... It happens, right? Sometimes you just get these sessions where just nothing goes for you. You don't get any relics that are particularly good. You don't get any orbs that feel particularly good. But I actually don't know anymore if it is just the round roll or if it was a bit of misfortune. Because I used to rate the round roll as, like, the best character. It's definitely cooled off. I think the Paladin is the best character, at least at C20. Possibly at, like, C16, the round roll is better than the Paladin just because you can get away with being a greedy little fucker. But at this difficulty, it's so hard to stay alive as the round roll. And actually, I'm now beginning to wonder if the round roll is not even the second best character. I think he might be the third. He may even be the fourth best character. So, anyway, I wanted to play the round roll again a bit more. I'm actually kind of, like, in two minds of what to do right now. I do like Evasive Maneuver Orb. I don't mind the idea of upgrading it. I've actually kind of, like... I've kind of sweetened to Roundabout as well, just because it pierces at level 3, but it's quite expensive to get to the piercing, and it's only pierce 1. It is a good tech versus them all. I think Spintress Payment is something I can't take this early. You need to get an economy going before you take this orb. So I think all in all, I'm just going to upgrade this. It gives me both offense and defense. That's kind of my reasoning. We're going to go for the early chest. If I want to go to the shop after... Sorry, if I want to go for the elite, I have to go through a shop. That might actually change some of my decision-making going forward. We'll see. I may also not go the right way here because I've kind of misplayed the opening shot. Honestly, this is not good, but we can work with it. I only say it's not good, by the way, because I can still get to the chest, but I normally want to take early battles, mainly because question mark tiles can actually be extremely troll early. You might get duplicate all orbs, in which case you just cry. And also, you just want to get an economy going. You just want to upgrade your orbs as quickly as is possible. But maybe we'll get lucky with the question mark tiles, who knows. Anyway, this map is considerably easier when there's enough bombs to kill both the tree stumps. So, let's get going with the bombs. The additional enemy also didn't matter here at all. I think I'll just let this guy potentially hit me. He might not. Okay, we did hit the bomb. He's not hitting me. Wow, we actually kill... No, we're not going to kill both. And this is fine. We want an opportunity now to be really greedy. We just want to farm. I'm actually going to discard this because I don't want to hurt him right now. Actually, I might live to regret that. I've just realized, like, the distance. I think he's going to hit me, but... Even so, I'm not super upset by that. We got a bit more money for the cause. Okay, we'll just end it. Reorganizer, I'm not super hot on. Susceptible can be good if we can get the crit build going, but I think you need to get the crit stuff before you grab this. Echo, I think, is the most solid thing here. I'm not super reliant right now on AoE damage. I normally like to get piercing. I think it's like one of the most important things to get early. But I've got a bomb button, and bombs are basically piercing damage, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Also, this only really starts working when you actually start dealing damage as well on single targets, so I don't think I'm there just yet. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is try and save my money a little bit. I don't quite have 40 gold yet, which is like the minimum I'd like to go to the shop with. Ow. Okay, we could sneak through the gap. I wasn't quite sure. John Virgo, there is a gap. I don't mind this event. Honestly, if I'd got this very early, I might have gone for it and just removed everything. I think at this point, because I've invested in the evasive maneuver orb, I'm kind of not inclined to remove everything. Also, I think Ouroboros is not a particularly good orb. There's definitely worse events, though. Alright, show me a battle, please. I beg of you. If we can get to 50 gold, or if we can actually add a good orb to the sack, I'd be so happy. Okay, it's a Bramble. A Bramble is interesting because it's not quite Lechy tech, but it can't get hit by Brambles. Like, you don't take the damage from the Bramble hitting the Bramble of Lechy. That being said, it's not particularly good because Lechy doesn't move. Now, we could grab an egg instead. Everyone likes Egg Quest, right? And I am missing 15 health. Give me an egg. I'm also thinking at this point, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm kind of like veering towards not going to the shop now. Or the elite by proxy, just because I don't have the money to make it really work. Also, my run is actually pretty garbage right now. If I got the Minotaur, I would definitely lose. Which, I guess now that I think about it, it would have been a bit of a safety net if I did go on this pathway to take the Bramble, because the Bramble's good on some of the elite fights. Not all of them, but some of them is pretty good. Alright, this is one of the new maps, and I've got to say, of all of the new maps I've played so far, it's certainly on the Forest, I think this is the one I've got the most love for so far. I think this is just a solid, very well-balanced map. I have, like, almost no gripes. My only mild gripe is that this tree stump can be very annoying with spider enemies. Because if the tree stump dies one tile away from me, I can't hit spider enemies anymore. As has happened on one episode, maybe like 20 or 30 episodes ago, if you remember. I got a first fight where I had a tree stump added to the board, and there was like a spider on there and I just couldn't hit the spider. It was extremely frustrating, but at least if I know of it in advance, I can kind of prepare for it, right? And I'm just gonna focus the tree stump down and try and not let that happen. Also, because there's some bombs on the board in this case, we could always use bombs to like get me out of this tricky situation. By the way, the guy is already here. I'm actually gonna go for a bomb hit here. Okay, I didn't get it to go off, but we take some damage. Oh, I'm gonna have to target the bat now. Yeah, we take some damage, but we've set up into a pretty nice position now. All enemies dead but the speed ray. Also, we're playing the round so we can put transparency on the tree stump. That makes our life also a lot easier. But yeah, eventually we'll find it. There's got to be an angle that gets me into that like bomb stack in the bottom right corner. And as soon as we find it, this map will be considerably easier. You know what? I might actually take crit Sabalos. There's a few runs I've taken as the round rule recently where I've like, I wish I had crit synergy. And we just simply don't have crit synergy. So, you know what? Let's add it to the sack. I'm probably not going to a shop anymore. Yeah, we're not going to a shop anymore. We'll take an upgrade as well. I think... What do you become when you get upgraded? You create 2 on a draw, and you also give a guaranteed crit to the next shot fired if you discard it. I think for now we'll take evasive maneuver up another level, because it just does more damage, basically. Hopefully no punish for greed here. Perfect. Yeah, I'll do this. Oh, okay, we got Crystal Catalyst. This kind of implies we should go for a Spinfection build. It's a pretty strong relic. Also, it doesn't work quite the way I thought it did. It's actually better than what I thought. Actually, it works the way I thought it did, but I didn't think it would work the way the stacks work. I thought it would just add onto the stacks, but it adds on per level of the stack, if you know what I mean. Pocket Sand is pretty garbage, but it's somewhat defensive. It might save me a hit somewhere. Alright, we've created a crit, but I don't think this is good enough to fire just yet. Also, we just want to get to the bombs realistically, right? So let me clear a path to the bombs. I don't love where the additional bombs were added. They're all a bit hidden. We can dig them out, though. Alright, need to get down the center here as well. Lovely. Nice little bomb hit there as well that deals with another bat. And we're kind of flying at this point. We really, at this point, just don't want to hit the refresh anymore. I think I want to get rid of this bat as well. I might actually take the crit here. Although there's not that many pegs on the board. Okay, that wasn't very good. We should have just hit it into this area. Alright, I've got it perfectly up and down. Whenever I try to do that, I never do it. The one time I don't want to do it, I do it perfectly. God damn it. Alright, one of the bombs goes off, but the bat still lives. Alright, I got my desired result, but not quite the way I planned on doing it. I was just trying to put it into that kind of area to get the bombs. We do get the bombs. You'll love to see it. We're sort of incentivized to go for a Spinfectious Sting. Just because, again, we have a poison synergy now. So I'll take it. I'll let the game, again, take me by the hand. And show me this land that I don't understand. Okay, honestly, could be worse. 3 additional bombs in this map as well isn't too bad. The 3 additional bombs have gone into, like, pretty horrible positions, in my opinion, but we can make it work. I'd also like to hit this into the boss, but obviously it's not spawned yet, so I can't. Let's try and get a path into these bombs. We're at the point now where I'd like to set them all off. Alright, they're slowly activating everything. Bombs away! Horrible refresh. Really didn't want that, but it is what it is. That one is also not great. Oh my god, I hit every peg but the bomb. How did I hit the peg to the top right, top left, and bottom of it without setting off the peg? That's crazy. Oh my god. This is what they call disgusting. I actually can't believe what I'm witnessing right now. We're possibly going to have to fire this egg off. And by possibly, we're going to fire this egg off. Oh my god, I hit 3 pegs with it. I think that's like a new record for egg. You need to be targeted with this. Alright, we got the double bomb. Also, this was a lot of damage. All in all, this is actually not too bad now. It was pretty spooky going along the way, but that huge hit probably just takes me there now. A bomb finishes. Alright, honestly could have been worse. I mean, we could have died. So yeah, it could have been worse. We're going to need to do a little heal, I think. And we lost our egg. We have gained a mental mantle, though, which I think is excellent. I'm going to just say something as well. I have, like, no Leshy tech, but what can I do? I've not been offered any Leshy tech. If I'm not offered it, I can't take it, right? Alright, we hit 1 bomb, so I'm going to go for the safe strat here. The safe strat is now just firing this down the center and making sure I hit the bottom bomb. Deals with the artillery enemies, I don't take a lot of damage. I really would like to get out of this fight without taking damage. It's true for basically every single fight, to be fair, but in particular right now, my health is a little bit lacking. Right, tree stump guy's dead. Honestly, I should have actually moved the target, I think, to the other guy so the mantle was working on him. Hope for a bit of a better crit here. Damn it, I missed the bomb. We got a lucky dodge, though. Can I get this bomb this time? Okay, we got it square on. Through a bit of good fortune, I don't take any damage. We're going to take another heal, because I basically have to at this point. I probably won't get another heal. By probably, I definitely won't get another heal. We might as well upgrade something. I guess it's going to be Spin Voucher Sting. I don't really have anything else on offer. And we just want to go straight down if we can. I think we're going to lose this. And I don't think we actually played this particularly poorly. Oh, Dungeon Dice has been changed, by the way. It used to be -3+3. It's now -2+4. We're going to take it because I have absolutely no damage whatsoever. So let's roll the dice. But I really don't have great piercing. As good as +3 bombs are on like general fights, on the boss fights, you kind of want a bit more, especially on these boss fights where they spawn many, many enemies. Anyway, we need to hit 2 pretty quickly because otherwise the artillery plant is going to ruin my day. On the positive side though, the mantle is just going to be doing some good work. And that transparency is pretty big. Just so I apply a bit more poison quickly. Okay, you're at a 0-3. I've actually not been looking at the damage so far. You're at 212. Cool, thanks. Good dice. I knew it was going to go straight into the bramble. I couldn't turn down 212 worth of damage, right? You're at 2-1. I could turn you down, but I think I have to actually fire you, sadly. Oh my god. I mean, I have to. This is actually a good pebble. It's a 2-4. Oh my god. Just ultra protection on the refresh. Don't, you know, mind the game. Just cheating it a little bit. That's an insane shot from me, by the way. I intended for the first bounce, but not the second. Just won't let me have what I want, will you? Alright, it's over. I mean, it was always over, to be honest with you. When I'm like, Dungeon Dice is my only way to victory, we've lost. Nice dodge if you wanted to prolong the fight. I really don't anymore. I kind of want it just to end. We actually got to the point where the guy couldn't put any more brambles on the board because there were just not enough pegs, and then he kills me. Okay. Honestly, fair enough. That was honestly just fighting Leshu without any damage. Speaking of which, we're going to take stuff for the sling because it is just damage. And we're fighting the slime. The slime is definitely the easiest boss now on the first floor. Three 5 pebbles. They are going to hit the spot. Okay. Content with this start so far. As always, we're just trying to get the 25, really. This map we can sort of just end it when we want to. That's not completely true. There are scenarios where we can get, like, we can basically misplay slightly. It causes us to take 1 or 2 damage, but I think it's worth risking taking the 1 or 2 damage versus missing the 25. Just in case I get offered, like, I don't think this character can get offered Sphere, but if you get Ice Circle, let's say. Because I would take Ice Circle to start with this character almost all the time. This battle's still going, which I'm fine with. I am just going to finish it, though. We could get away with greeding a little bit more for a bit more money. For example, this. Poltergeist is 100% a take as this character. As the first thing. It's a really great get. If I missed this, I would be miserable. Correction, more miserable than I normally am. I'm also not going to greed here. Let's make sure we get this chest. And I don't want to come in from the shop. You know what, you crazy son of a bitch? I'll do it. It's so early. I have stuff for the sling already. If the pebble build is going to work, it's going to work now. I do need to upgrade the Obelisk very quickly, though. It's pretty... In fact, I think it is worse at level 1 we worked out, right? But it's better at higher levels. I also need to be cognizant that I need to go right after this, so let me try and aim some of these to the right as well to clear a path. Thanks for the refresh, buddy. Alright, clear a path to the right again, please. Would like to take out the spider next if I can. Okay, okay, the fight's over. I'm not sure I can get out to the right easily. I'm a bit concerned, to be honest with you. Interesting stuff here. I'd like poison as well, kind of, because of the slime boss, but maybe we'll just try and brute force a way through it. We'll take the obelisk level because it is, like, extremely strong. Please let me go right. Thank you. Left would have been such a kick in the teeth. We're definitely not removing everything. We're going to remove the Terror Ball because now the Pebbles actually have value for us. I'm going to get that event one day on the greatest Pebble run of all time. I'd have to remove a Pebble, aren't I? I can actually see it now. Because there's no option to not remove something. You have to remove something. Or remove everything. Alright, we get our chest. Obviously, we're going to take this elite fight because I have to. It's just which one do I take? I guess we'll take... Actually, we'll just try and open the chest, right? There's no real downside to going right. Because I want to be on the right side to get the double chest. So, yeah. Honestly, compared to most attempts, that's actually pretty good going. And I think as this character, this elite is the easiest one, so I'm actually pretty thrilled by it. Or base relic is so good versus him. I think this is almost the best that any character has against any elite on the first floor. I don't think the Paladin even has a matchup like this. I guess the plant fight or the big slime boss fight is not too bad for the Paladin since you have piercing, but just the continual applying status effects to a guy that like passes it on to his minions is so strong. Alright, just keep pounding away at the sack. Until, I just realized what I said. Until, you know, we see the greens of their eyes. Should possibly set off a bomb as well, like activate one so I can set it off. But, you know what, these guys only do 1 damage. These guys only do 2 damage, I think. Sorry. Because it's an elite, they'll do more damage. That's why I don't think I need to worry too much. Yeah, they are doing 2. We can also crumple this guy, which sounds like a really good idea. And this will hit the slime below. Cool, nice 8 damage. Genius. Alright, let's hit the bomb. I don't mind hitting 2 bombs either. The guy's also taking quite a lot of damage now. Bearing in mind he also loses like 40 or 50 health every time he spawns a guy. At this point, we're kind of just in a race versus him. I think I'm going to take the peg damage over the bomb damage. I have to be a little bit careful because this one is quite hard to like get stuck in a well since it goes through pegs on the way up. But we've got it stuck. The crit would be huge. Alright, we're not going to get it. It's still pretty good though. He dies to poison. And now we are just trying to garden the enemies. That might have been a blind trigger there, in all honesty. Right, try and get a path to this bomb again. Goodbye, Rainbow Slime, by the way. Oh, never mind. He's not quite escaped. If we get lucky, we might be able to get a bit more money here. And by lucky, we need to roll Bramble as the effect. Alright, see you later. I do like Ether Wheel as well, to be like completely honest with you. I need a refresh energy, but at the same time, I think at this very moment in time, the best thing I can do is actually upgrade this. I need to make sure that it can actually kill through enemies. This is very interesting. Hero's Backpack unfortunately doesn't work on Pebbles, and we're kind of like gearing towards a Pebble build. However, if I start stacking the sack with Bald Orbs and Obelisks, the Hero's Backpack might actually become useful. I think, without a shadow of a doubt, the thing on the left is the better choice for this moment in time. But I think the Hero's Backpack has got more... It's got a higher ceiling. I have no path to go directly down. Are you serious? Alright, that works. Again, I like the idea of this fight, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. I think this is a fun fight. We do definitely want to kill this tree stump as soon as is humanly possible. We'll go for the crit even though it doesn't matter because it's a 4-4. Get crumpled. And my intention right now is to try and stop this tree before it gets super close to me, even though the bat is coming towards me. You lived on 4. Okay, that's fine. I say it's fine. I'm just going to try and hit a bomb on this turn, okay? And then all will be forgiven. Get in the bomb sack. Ah! Alright, didn't get in the bomb sack, so the guy's going to get right up in my grill. Which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I actually think I should get the refresh now. I think we go for a change of plans. The change of plans being not to go for the bombs, because the bombs are actually quite awkward to hit in this orientation. What I think I want to do instead is set up a really big Poltergeist. Show me a good crit. I can work with this, I think. And that's why the Poltergeist is phenomenal. Just cleaves through all of the enemies and gets me out of a really, really tricky situation. And we're out. We're lacking the health a little bit, but, you know, the locket's going to save me, right? I don't think I'm going to take Cauldron Bubble. I do normally grab it because I quite like it. I have Piercing, though, right now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's take Poltergeist to max level. Also, if I'm going to grab a Piercing Orb at this point, it's basically a Poltergeist or bust. Then I get the Hero's Backpack effect on it. In fact, one of the things we should probably be looking for right now is question mark tiles, because we could duplicate every orb in the sack, which would be kind of crazy now. So you know what? Because of that, I'm actually going to take the question mark tile over a fight. I wasn't rewarded, but you know, it was worth shooting for. It would have also been insane content, so I don't regret that one bit. Speaking of regrets, I should probably be hitting the tree stump right now, since these bombs are not going to kill him. Right, let the crumpling commence. You know what, I'll take the crit, actually. I was going to try and get towards the refresh, but we'll take the damage. God, I'm good at this game. I even did the perfect amount of damage to get him to die to poison. And that's lethal. Honestly, a great battle. I should probably consider healing again. We are about to fight an elite. I think I'm in a world as well right now where I don't want to add anything to my sack that isn't already in my sack. Maybe with the exception of Bald Orb. I might take a Bald Orb. We should target the back enemy here as well, I think. As for the most part, my sack is the harder one to hit. The pebbles can hit the one in the front. And we want to kill these guys at the same time. That being said, I think we do use the bombs to help me. It was so close to hitting that bomb. Teased me. Alright, at some point I need to be aware of the refresh. Actually, you know when I said I didn't think I was going to add anything else? We might want to add something that refreshes the board. Because that definitely could become a problem. Again, target the back guy here. Huge battle. I didn't even refresh it, and I played it on Iron Peg difficulty. That was insane. We can take an upgrade now. What is the best upgrade for me? Probably turning this into a 612 would be a pretty good idea, since the boss battle is literally, do you have enough damage? If yes, win. We're going to take Grande Monstera, because I think it is actually the best relic in the game. Oh, the Sash has a higher ceiling again, but this thing is just consistently insane. Hello again. I don't know how to feel about this battle. There's like a part of me which is like, I kind of don't like it because it is just pure RNG, but at the same time, something in me, something in my dopamine receptors is like, it is just pure RNG, smile. Anyway, great opening shot, honestly. I'm glad we waited for the perfect Poltergeist shot. Actually, the thing I really like about this battle is that when the pegs are activated, they coalesce together. So like the swarm comes together. It's really weird. I think because of just that, god damn it, I miss all the pegs. I actually have quite a lot of respect for it. And then when you refresh them, they like split apart again. I was gonna say, surely I don't miss all the pegs again. I can't help but think, by the way, on Iron Peg, this is going to be impossible, though. I think this is going to cause me a lot of grief on Iron Peg. And I have been, like, watching some of these fights with, like, a bit of Iron Peg in mind. I've not done an Iron Peg run yet on the new patch. But I feel like that's a lot of health on enemies versus not a lot of pegs on board, so... yeah, that could be a problem. I think we're going to take an upgrade here. Honestly, we might want to upgrade a Pebble here. I could have just upgraded this again, but the Pebbles are going to stay in the sack. It's a 5/9, for God's sake. That's pretty good. I also think my health is good enough right now that I'll risk a greed. I think we'll just take the crit here. It's one of the few situations where the bomb damage might actually be less than just my orb damage. That being said, that refresh needs to be hit at some point, because that's actually a horrible position for the refresh to be in when I get Vored. Right, hopefully we get the hit here. We did. That refresh is much, much better for when I get Vored. I'll try and get the crit here, but it's actually going to be quite hard. Yeah. It's hard to bounce it back up and get it back into the bomb area, which is kind of what I need to do there. I just need one, like, insane crit, and this battle is just over. Unfortunately, since the opening, I've just not had it. And actually, I think that's my least crit damage, well, with the exception of Horrible, is Poltergeist. It's actually not that good on this battle. Alright, that might be the shot that just takes us to the promised land. And if not, it'll be this one. They had 6 Exacerbate, or whatever it's called on him. Exploitable, sorry. So that was always going to do a lot of damage. Now, here's something. We might want to consider taking Evasive Maneuver up. I know it's not a Pebble enabler, but it is in my sack. Therefore, it will be under the effect of Hero's Backpack. And it's a defensive item. And offensive. So I'm going to take it. And I'm going to upgrade this one first, just in case I get an event that duplicates. I guess I've got 35 gold still. Now, I want to save the 35 gold. There are 2 boss relics I've still not seen, by the way, and we're still not going to see them, I guess. Projectile attacks pierce 2 additional enemies with bombs do less damage. Isn't that perfect for Pebbles? I'll take it. And we're fighting the wall. Unironically, I think we actually just want to add Pebbles and stuff like that to my sack now. I think we've kind of got the basis of the Pebble build. It can't get much better than this. Well, except for, like, duplicating stuff in my sack. That's how it gets better. Miss? The 4% miss he tries to call it. He didn't miss. Nice crit. Still alive. Ah. We are missing right now some way to guarantee refresh. That's probably my biggest concern now. And I wouldn't mind more ways to crit. My crit damage is pretty good on the Pebble build. Not a great refresh. I was considering not hitting the refresh and saving it for later, but I was like, if we can do some big damage right now, we'd be in such a good spot. I'm also a little bit worried of the Shield Lords and the Tin Can Lords, who are just grossly overpaid. I say they're grossly overpaid. I was actually thinking about this off camera after having a bit of a salty sleep. And, man, that sounds like something else completely. I just realized I was a bit salinated before I went to bed. They are effectively doing 3 damage every turn, so they're kind of worse archers. At the same time, though, they have 550 health. Archers have 250 health, so I think that the 1 damage loss doesn't make up for the fact that they have more than twice the health. Actually, I think they have twice the health. I think it might be like 500, not 550. I don't actually remember anymore. Either way, maybe they're fine. I don't know. Let me upgrade you. I'm actually going to take a double upgrade because there isn't a shop nearby. And you are kind of my defense right now. And we're going to fight an elite. We'd love to see Mirror Knight, I think. Well, I'd be moderately happy to see Mirror Knight. Hello! Guy with, you know, Steve's wooden pickaxe, which isn't a pickaxe, it's a fucking crossbow. And then they have 550 health, so they are more than twice the health for, like, 1 damage loss. By the way, this battle on Iron Peg is going to be an actual nightmare. Because again, it's just enemies with a lot of health. Also, turning square pegs into bombs doesn't work on Call of the Void difficulty, so yeah, that's going to be fun. Anyway, I don't think these guys have got a gimmick. I think the gimmick is just that they really fucking suck. I have less problems about this map, I will also say, versus the other version we saw. I actually have some grievances with that, which I think are actually, like, sound grievances rather than just being salty, whiny baby grievances. This one has got a bit more skill expression on the shots, though. Cool. Right, this'll pace. That's pretty good damage, actually. They've reloaded the crossbow. You have to discard and go for this, right? It's almost certainly lethal. Okay, we're good. That wasn't too bad. We do have really good piercing, though. I'll just say that right now. We have pretty good piercing, so you'd expect that fight to be pretty good for us. I'm going to save my money at this moment in time. And we'll move on. Oh, this is a new battle. I've not seen this one yet. 3 stones and 2 artillery plants of the 2nd floor variety. And I don't know what to say about this map. It's like a staircase type thing. I mean, it's not stairs, but like a ramp. The castle's disabled ramp. Is this what we're fighting on? I don't know what the curly bit's for. Okay. So surely the logical play is just to do this. Oh, maybe it's not the logical play, because if it gets stuck on the roof, as I was calling it on my last stream, the orb literally just stops. So the idea of this one is to try and get it to bounce down the ramp rather than get stuck in between the crevices. Okay. Again, a lot of health, by the way, on this map. Just want to throw that out there. Couldn't get the crit. Not gonna lie, I think we're dying here. Did you live? No, he died. Okay. I'm gonna die on the reload, though. This has to be the greatest crit of all time. It wasn't. Miss. Miss. Okay, that fight is actually rock solid. That's insane. That was so much health on the board. 3 stone guys at 359 and 2 artillery guys at 375 to do 6 damage every other turn. On a map where it's really hard to do more than like 100. Maybe I just have to get a better line. That was disgusting. Like, actually disgusting. And I had pretty good piercing. I had good pebbles. I had the helmet to pierce through too. And I still couldn't do it. And I had grinding Monstera. Oh my god. I had like 10 more health than I normally would do. That's horrible. I'm going to make an exception. I think Super Boots actually has, like, some advantages just beyond being, you know, defensive. Mainly, it lets me take the best relic in the game. Right? Also, I think it really went up against stuff that wasn't that good. It was okay. Alright, you died to poison. We're gonna get hit here, by the way, at some point. It's almost guaranteed. Especially now that I've made that shot. You need to play, like, absolutely perfect Peglin to have any chance to not take damage in this battle. Should definitely not target that guy as well. My bad. I'm actually toying with taking the bomb now. I think I will. We're gonna get hit whatever happens here. So I'll take the 40 across the board, then we'll take the refresh. Hopefully get the kill here as well. Okay, we will. That's quite lucky. And actually, the refresh went into a pretty nice position again. This was a pretty good version of this fight. I still took 7 damage, but... Fighting Slime Lord, right? So we want Poison build if we can get it. That's like the dream. Or just high crit damage. I did immediately turn down something that gave me more crit, so Spiness maybe is a bit of a more awkward go now. We'll see. And I quite like the idea of this opening. We get a chest into an elite. I just need to make sure my sack isn't completely garbage by that point. Artillery plan on this fight, pretty spooky. Let's try and hit 2 bombs as soon as we can. Okay, we can hit the other bomb immediately, so I'm actually thrilled with this outcome. We got to 25 as well. Where am I going? We're going left or right. It doesn't matter. Cool. We'll try and get some money then. The bomb orb, like, don't get blinded right now by Iron Peg. The bomb orb is good on Iron Peg because it lets you have a tangible win condition. Against the slime boss, it's garbage. It's not good because the red slime pegs don't count towards the creation of bombs. So I think you don't take it. I also don't think you take this or this. I think we just take another upgrade here. And then we just go on the pathway that maybe leads me to the most money right now. And actually, hell is not a bad result anymore because we have super boots. So that's fine. In fact, if I was playing super optimally, I should actually be intentionally going to hell. And just to farm some money as well in the process. Now, this battle I've also got some grievances with right now. Only because I think the price for failure is too high. I don't mind on the other fight where it's like, you know, you have to hit 2 bombs by turn 2, otherwise you take 6 damage. Sure, that's fine. 6 damage is something that you can put it into your receipts and, you know, sort it out with the taxman later. Taking 12 damage, though, for not doing 80 damage across the board by turn 2, I think it's too much. I think if you're going to do this, you have to have a pretty good chance of hitting 2 bombs on the opening turn, which kind of, like, invalidates the fight, because as soon as that happens, this fight's not scary anymore. I think this fight is going to be so unbelievably free as the Paladin as well, like, because you have piercing, versus all the other characters, where I think this is going to be completely and utterly miserable. So because I've not got piercing right now, this fight's going to be horrible. We might just take 12 damage at some point. And really, I don't think it will be my fault. If I'm trying to think of ways to actually do this, I guess the ways to do this is to try and find some way to access the left and the right bombs, like, very quickly, and hit them both on subsequent shots, but I just don't see a way to go to the right without going into the big particle accelerator. And even if I go into the big particle accelerator right now, the refresh will refresh the board, and, you know, bad things will happen. So I guess the decision making right now is, do I want to take 12 damage or do I want to take 9 damage? Because I could just kill the front guy right now on this shot. Also, really rude, tree stump guy means I can't just do 2 big single target hits, which I think was the other decision. It's like, do you want to take 12 or do you want to take 6? but you'll get through the fight more safely in the end. All in all, I think it's kind of like, I think it's a bit overtuned. I don't think they should have 4 plants. I think if anything, you could try and possibly work this at 3. I think 9 is a pretty scary proposition, but more reasonable. Alright, I'm fucked. I'm going to take 12. I tried to play the greedier outcome, and I'm going to be punished for it. If I'd got a bomb off here as well, I could have, you know, only taken 6. And now I've got Tree Stump Guy in my face. And by the way, the mass hasn't really improved for me. I have to hit a bomb on this turn now. If I can get the perfect up and down, then there's a chance. We didn't. So yeah, I'm going to take another 9 damage now. I could have played this slightly better, but like, I think it's on the point of it's unreasonable to play much better than this. Anyway, we can hit this other bomb now. Also bearing in mind that other reasons why this fight has gone so awkwardly for me is that the refresh has been in a horrible position. I've had horrible on every cycle as well, I think, so far. And I can't control the refresh position. I'd like to, but I can't. Alright, we get out of the battle, but it was pretty expensive. I took 25 damage on just a general fight this early into the game. I think that's ridiculous. I think that is like... I think even of all the things I've moaned about, like, you know, Minecraft Steve Pickaxe Guy, that previous battle with the slopes as well, which I thought had quite a lot of health on it, I think this is the one that really, really stands out. I think this is like... I think this is oppressive, potentially. Anyway. I have been offered Spiness again. And I still feel like I want to turn it down. Maybe I shouldn't do at this point, but... I am about to fight an elite as well. My issue right now of adding evasive maneuver up to the sack is that I can't upgrade it in time, but maybe I should just do it. Oh, it is a lot more Belusion. I'm going to take this. I had an opportunity before to take it. I didn't take it. I also can't really heal. Well, I could heal, but it'd be a bit of a risk. Versus, you know, getting a chest. Alright, bomb build is now showing up. I'd love to open this chest, but I'll do it on a later one. I really want to take this elite. I don't know who I want. I guess the green testicle is who I want. These guys may be actually the worst case. I was going to say we could possibly get away with the Minotaur here, because I do have some okay single target damage. It'd really require the evasive maneuver to come up with the perfect opportunity. We're not fighting him though, we're fighting the fight with many enemies, and I have no piercing. So, good luck to me. I'm going to need it. That early transference is actually very, very nice. I won't complain too much about that. Oh, I will complain a bit about missing the crit, though. Okay, well, just refresh the board. But yeah, the transference is nice because I'm just applying statuses to the guy behind him continuously. Hopefully, eventually I put transferency on him, so I'm doing it to all of them, but... let's not ask for too much. How have you gone out this way? I actually don't know how that happened, but it happened. It sure as hell happened! I need to hit the refresh, but I'm not going to. We're potentially going to die here. I did kill one fast enough, but... The board's in a really icky state now. Never mind, I've hit the refresh and the bomb. It turned out it was a completely fine state to be in. I don't know how it was fine, but it was. Alright, one of these guys is, like, obviously way more amenable. It's 6 damage every 3 turns. Even with the refresh being in Narnia, we should probably be okay in the end. Although I say that, I prefer it to not be in Narnia. Fuck's sake. Alright, that's a huge dodge, honestly. I still don't think I can hit this refresh. Actually, maybe I can hit the refresh now. I can. Please don't hit me again. Please miss. Nice. That was actually quite lucky. He does have 12% blind on him, by the way, so it wasn't just, you know, 12% to hit me. Sorry, I guess 88 to hit me was a bit less. We probably have to take Cauldron Bubble at this point. And a heal. I do have a bomb thing as well, but we're fighting the Slime Lord. I think poison is just like a solid get. Alien's Rock is very interesting because it works with Evasive Maneuver Orb. So I think I'm actually going to take it over Pellegrino's Pendant, which is not what it's called, but it will be to me, for God's sake. From now until the end of time, that's Pellegrino's Pendant. Alright. I do potentially want to fight another elite as well, is the spicy thing. I could do this being a battle or a healing event. It is a battle. I'll take that. We need some flawless battling right now. Because I really, really don't want to take damage. By the way, I've mentioned this before, but this character is especially good for piercing damage because the starting relic applies statuses to every single enemy. So you can get some really, really strong and oppressive builds with this character. It's just very hard to enable them at C20. You normally die before it happens. Alright, time to clear a path to the right side, I think. Try and get to those bombs. Nice. I'm surprised Alien's Rock didn't hit that bat then. We're gonna get hit. We're not gonna get hit. Ah, he's on one. Please poison. No, transparency. You have to go for it, right? If this hits a bomb, I don't take any damage. Well, it's not hitting a bomb. Okay. Oh wait, because of Spin S, I didn't realize it's a 0-1 now. That's so funny. We're gonna heal again because I'm gonna die otherwise. And we want to go for this other elite. Alright, I'll concede that was lucky. I was not playing for the Spin S. Alright, Eye of the Turtle is good. Brackets, it's kind of shit. Only because it's so hard at the opening of this game that I feel like not getting a damaging relic is so brutal. Obviously, this leads me to better, more consistent runs later. It just makes the surviving the early game a bit harder. And considering where my health is right now, I kind of was fishing for something a little bit better. Fortunately, this guy's like a bit of a schmuck for me, so we should be okay, I think. I don't think I'm hitting that crit either, so. Alien's Rock should be pretty nice for me here. Alright, never mind. Alien's Rock didn't work the way I wanted it to. I guess it just hits adjacent on the horizontal tile. Okay, sure. I hate that I've left like all of you on like 1 health. Alright, the big boss is kind of suffering right now, which is great news for me. No, I'm suffering, which is not great news for me. I'm going to start dealing with these slimes. How did I not hit the bomb there? Riddle me this. How did I not hit that bomb? Anyway, he's gonna die pretty soon. Huge that I got that other bomb hit. By the way, this is the other reason why we hard counter them. We've put transparency on every single enemy that he spawns, so we're just instantly killing everyone. I really need to heal again. I think we're okay with the AoE damage we've got right now. It's not great, but death is incoming. Let's put it that way. I think we're gonna have to take the oboe. We do need something a bit more defensive. I'd like to try Pocket Watch at some point. It's been buffed, but my gut is telling me that 50% increase in Pocket Watch time doesn't really move the needle enough for it. Then we don't really care where we go, so let's try and get some healing. Cool. I think we have to do this, otherwise we're potentially going to lose to the slime boss. This is at the point where you're like, you know, if only I'd done this instead. If I could have got AoE Poison up, I would have loved to have used AoE Poison twice on the slime fight, because Poison's good. But obviously that is not going to work for us. Alright, just one shot one of these guys. It's cool. You're dead to a single bomb now, so I think I'm going to move my target over to you. Additional poison, please. You're now dead to poison. Some bramble. Alright, that bomb is now ready to go. Please, bomb, don't go into the swarm. I need you to not be in the swarm, please. No, you're getting more crowded. I'll wait. I'll wait. Nope. Nope. You're completely shielded right now. I can't possibly hit you. Please. I beg of you, sir. Oh, yeah. No. Couldn't be worse. You're playing dwarves in Blood Bowl right now, and you're in the middle of the cage. Can you please? Thank you. No, I drew it up, but we'll take it. And here we go again. Let's activate another bomb. Okay, I've been given I don't know what it is, a reprimand or something instead of, you know, being punished. I don't have to wait for it again. Oh. Alright, we need to potentially do an upgrade here. This actually has to do something by the slime fight, and currently does nothing. Even then, it's not great versus the slime. Of all the poison things we could get versus the slime, this is the worst one. I think I want to take another upgrade on it. We can get some healing here, hopefully. Please don't go right. Left. It's alright. Honestly, I think we're good enough to beat this guy. This is what we could have won. You know what? This was actually an insane play for me, because I just predicted that the 4 items in the shop would be pretty garbage, with maybe the exception of the cookie, which I quite like. So we're not going to see the cookie again. I do have some healing, though. They're out of the pool now. Ooh, just what I wanted to see. The crit on the poison orb. So we're going to put 4 poison on him, and it's going to just tick away very quickly. We put 6 poison on him because I rolled Brown Dwelloquence into poison. Other reason why this guy's actually pretty good against the slime boss, or starting relic, is pretty good. Bramble is very good. Blindness is garbage, transparency is garbage, but the poison is also pretty good. That's also not too bad. Give me a good crit, please. We might look into this. And by look, I actually, you know, aimed for it, but... Nice, good bramble. Good crit again, please. I'll risk this. I actually completely forgot we have Spiness. So, here comes the Ballard. Nice, 1 Spiness. So far we've set no bombs off, and actually there's a pretty good chance we're not going to set off any bomb by the time we get Vorled. Yep, it's not going to happen. I'd love the crit. Ooh, we went through the gap. Okay, that's my bad. Sorry, I got confused for a second why this was a 2-4, but it's because I got 1 spin S. Please die. Oh, I dodged because of Belusion, that's right. We are going to make it, but it was actually way tighter than I thought it was going to be. Probably because I didn't set off any of the bombs, to be honest with you. You know what? We should take Toil and Trouble as well. Because we have Alien's Rock. We're actually quite a hard poison build right now. Oh, let's take a little heal. Come on, show me the other new boss relics. I want to see the new ones. All right. We've actually not taken Electro Peglin for a while. You might think it's because I think it's bad. No, I think it's really good. I've not been taking it because there's been other fun, different, new things I could do. We're going to take Electro Peglin this time. It should increase my damage considerably. This Chandelier enemy, by the way, as much as like I've moaned about, you know, the Tin Can Man, I think he's a bit overtuned. I love this guy. I think he might be actually my new favorite enemy in the game. I just love the gimmick. It's so like, what is in the word? It's just like unique, unlike any of the other guys in the game. Just because of the fact that when he dies, he falls down and like, you know, does massive damage to the enemy. I think it's such a fun, unique gimmick. And it's just another decision-making tool, right? It's like, do I hit this guy or don't I hit this guy? If I do hit this guy fast, then I might get some additional damage from killing him now. If I don't, you know, he's going to pepper me for 2 damage every other turn. It's not a lot of damage, but it's pretty annoying. So yeah, I really like him. I think he's an extremely interesting new enemy. By the way, there's the Electro Peglin increasing my damage. By the way, we have an Oboe reminder, just in case you're wondering why I only took 1 damage there. He does do 2. Normally. Alright. Get rid of Spiness. And go for another crit. Try and get a bit more money as well. Alright, fight over. I actually quite like this build right now. It's kind of a bit weird. But it's weird in a kind of good way. I think I might take Toil. Actually, do I take Toil up? No, we'll take Ballard up. I need scaling eventually. I'm going to fight the wall. And I think I'm going to go left. I should possibly have gone for healing there as well, now that I think about it. Oh well. Actually, this is not a bad opening. We have a lot of non-targeted... No, sorry. We have a lot of targeted orbs, and... I still don't know what to call the things which is AoE damage. Excuse me, Alien's Rock. I think we should hit this guy. Whatever. I guess just, like, AoE heaven damage or something? I don't know what to call it. That being said, our opening has been really shit, so... I think the correct play is potentially here to fire this off. You might ask, why is this the correct play? Well... The thing is, I don't want to take the reflect damage right now. He's also got transferency on him, so he's going to pass it on to the next guy, who's going to pass it on to me. So I think it's better just to wait a turn, let them get reflect up 1 more time, and then go for a targeted shot. This does do half damage, but I'm still gaining like more and more Belusion. Now it's kind of worth having a little bit of a risk now, right? Because I have a 55% chance to not take the reflect damage. Also, I'm going to kill him through 100 damage. I didn't, but... I think my theory was there. Again, we've got transferency on all of them now, so this is potentially going to hurt a little bit. I actually got a dodge there, which I think was a blind prop, which is kind of insane RNG when you really think about it. And now we're back to the meat and potatoes of the build. Yeah, this can't be reflected, so we're fine. If I hit the crit, then I will take reflect damage. I think we just fire off the Spiness. The Ballad, sorry. We get a bit more Spiness, which makes it easy to kill the last mirror. I might take a little bit of reflect damage here, but it's pretty minor. Missing the crit there was kind of unforgivable, but I'll forgive myself. I'm intentionally going to sandbag this shot. Oh, I hit the wall, so I did 1 damage, sorry. And now we kill, right? We definitely do 200 and something damage here. Fortunately, exploitable, or whatever it's called, exacerbate, was on the enemy, so I did actually pick up the kill. That was a bit spicy, though. I think at this point I'll take another heal. We definitely want to take another upgrade. This needs to be upgraded for the wall fight, so I'll take it. There's only 1 peg on the board. I'll take it. Thank you. You know what? Hitting the wall as well is worth 1 health, so I should try and aim to hit the wall on my shot as well. This is another new battle. This is a lot of health, in part because they've added 2 additional enemies to the board. But a bunch of Chandelier guys. We have Minecraft Steve. Yeah, this is pretty frightening. I'll give you that game. I don't like the look of this. The board, though, I do like the look of. It's got some bumpers on it, which are always quite fun. I have access to the walls as well, so I can do some skill shots. And there's a few bombs on here. Alright, let's try and use Alien's Rock. I'll let this guy come towards me and hit me, probably. I was hoping for a good crit in one of, my first 2 shots, but I guess I won't get a good crit. Never mind, it's a great crit. Alright, so this guy's probably going to hit me unless I get a bit lucky. Fuck's sake, this guy! It does so much damage! I know it's 3 every turn, but it's 550 health I have to chew through at some point. We should definitely discard this, because I really don't want to be using my pebbles. It misses that bomb. Of course it does. Alright, he dies. Refresh the board. Let's get some Spiness going as well now, so we have a bit of scaling. My favourite, by the way, is the combo wombo. Terrible, horrible. About to get ass blasted again for 5 damage. Bearing in mind, by the way, I've got an oboe here. I should have taken probably about 8 or 9 more damage than I have. This is the guy that we're going to kill next, only because I think he'll fall on Tin Can Man and do big damage. I can't hit it. Okay, of course I can't. Of course the other chandelier is in the way. I'm foolish. Die to poison and fall. Ow! Yes! Okay, we got him eventually. That really hurt, though. Ooh, owie my bones. But for reals this time. I really want to go left, but we have really not got a lot of health to play with, so I kind of want to hit some stuff, but I'll take the 1 health off the wall. We could really do with one of these being an easier fight. This is an elite. You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to fight you. I think this elite is easier than, like, the new added floors. That's a huge opening for me. If we can get the crit somewhere along the way and kill both these guys in 1 shot, it'd be glorious. But it's still good damage. I'm actually kind of upset that I did bramble you. I really didn't want to in the end, but how was I to know? If the white mage dies here, I'm also okay with things. The white mage will be dying here, by the way. The other guys are not dead. Well, one of them is dead, but the other guy's not quite dead yet. More AoE, please, sir. We really need to kill the archer on this turn. He will die eventually, but don't we all? Alright, you need to go down next. I may have misplayed there, actually. I think I should have fired the pebble so that I could have fired this at the white mage. Fortunately, I got a bramble, which kind of makes everything okay-ish. Okay light. The back of my sack, though, is really not good. I mean, we're ending with horrible Terror Ball. The bomb would go crazy, game. Thank you. It's actually not insignificant damage there. I hate where the refresh is. Huge bramble, by the way. I think at this point the game of scaling is over. We just have to go for damage. This isn't much more damage, to be fair, but the poison should hopefully start to, like, you know, really tick up. I have to get this refresh. Insane. I've got something that, you know, hones in on targets, and I still couldn't hit the refresh. Odds are we die this turn. If I don't, though, we have a chance. Alright. Unironically, I misplayed one turn, I think. There. But we died because the previous fight was just so rock solid. We actually were doing better on this one than on the regular battle, which is crazy. I also got super unlucky. Like, the two things I really needed to grab were the evasive maneuver orbs. They're the bottom two things in my sack. You know, what can you do about that? Alright, I'm actually going to give you one more. I've not really got time for another recording this morning, so we'll do this a bit longer. It's still quite early for my thoughts of the new patch, but I'm beginning to think that the new patch is just rock solid. I think the castle now is so unbelievably hard at C20. Hello. Okay, let me hit the bomb first. We have some routes to doing 80 by turn 2. That's kind of the route I was looking for. Alright, we got it. Reminder as well, we're not on Iron Peg, so I can hit these two bombs early and not be super upset about it because, you know, pegs come back. I would like to get to 25 gold, though. But we should have time. Well, maybe it will have time. Maybe I'll just whiff every shot. Who knows? Alright, we got it. And by the way, in my starting relic, I took something that could potentially feed the board with crits. Because now I can take basically anything that's a crit-related synergy. And we should be fine. Speaking of which, we've been offered Ballard. I think I will take it. We can't do both elites, so I'm going to take the elite that is slightly later. Actually, we'll do a little greed. Alright, cool. That wasn't worth it, by the way, in case you're wondering, is it worth it to take 5 damage for 1 gold? No, that's not good maths. But if I'd gone right, I could have lived with it. But yeah, anyway, we can basically do crit builds now, potentially. It does require a lot of setting up, though, and there's other downsides to this relic, which is, like, why I normally don't really, like, go for it that often. The main downside is if you fight up against the wall on the second floor, you're fucked. Just instantaneously, you're fucked. Because the wall doesn't attack you, so you can't evade attacks in that battle, which is pretty upsetting. And it's always the wall. Whenever I get this, it's always the goddamn wall. Anyway, next thing I'm going to upgrade is actually evasive maneuver, because I need to get Ballution so that I'm able to dodge attack more reliably. We'll do a little greed again. What's the worst that can happen? And it was nearly that, but we avoided it again. I'll do it because I'm fighting Leshy. I'm not a huge fan of this. One fireball with less damage, I think I could be more, like, inclined to go for it. Okay, this is just not what I'm inclined to go for. That's actually just run losing if I take that right now. We might actually be dead. I really need this to come back and hit the crit. It was so close. Yeah, we're actually just gonna die because the crit wasn't in a good position. I have a little bit of wiggle room though. Not a lot. Now you give me a decent crit. I guess we're gonna take it and then pray. Right, we really needed to dodge that attack. I mean, we have to hit the 17% roll at some point. Otherwise, we're dead. For certain. Alright, just don't then. Sure, why not? Why not? Give me one more. That was so quick. This is only good against one elite on this floor, and it's pretty minor against every other floor. This is only 15 health, which is nice, but it's not something I can really build anything behind. The 10 bomb damage is also minor, but it is increased damage, so I'll take it. And we're in a fight with bombs. It actually doesn't matter the plus 10 damage on this fight, funnily enough, but... Well, it's super minor. Actually, if anything, it's a downside in this fight, because you want to make sure you get the money. So, we'll set a bomb off early just to make sure I have time to farm the gold. I'm not even that upset with this. This is fine. And we have farmed the gold, by the way, so... We are now very chill. Even if this guy hits me, I'm actually not super upset. He only does 1 damage. It was honestly worth it to make sure I get the 25. Let me just clear a path to the refresh as well. Does hit me. Alright, fine. We take 1 damage, we get 25 gold. I can live with it. I don't have the crit enabler this time because we restarted the run. So we'll just take an upgrade here rather than grab the Spiness. I don't think it's worth it just yet. Another battle, please. We definitely want to go to the left, so let's just immediately start creating a path towards this left side. I can't afford to miss a chest. By the way, the rework on this fight... Astonishingly, and I say astonishingly, not that I, doubted, Red Nexus or anything, but I'm actually quite surprised how much of a difference this has made to being able to get 25 gold. It just doesn't seem to get stuck quite as much, which lets it bounce around a little bit more, which I guess means by laws of probability you're more likely to hit some more gold pegs, but I still think it's more awkward than some of the other fights to get the 25 gold, but it's certainly way, way, way more likely that you get it. So, I think all in all, the change was actually quite good. Like, I've thrown a bit of shade towards them, because I think some of the new things, as cool as they are grossly overtuned at C20, which, to be fair, maybe that's not what the difficulty that most people play the game at. because the cowards. But yeah, I think that was a good change. Generally speaking, changes which are like, you know, kind of reverting something or like changing something that is in the game already, they normally do a pretty good job at doing it. So we'll take another upgrade here just in case I get a question mark how to duplicate a orb. I've now got an orb that I really want to duplicate. Alright, show me a good relic. It's pretty good actually. It's AoE damage as well. Now we want to go right. So I think I can't really greed this chest too much because I want the chest elite pathway. So we're going right again, right? Yes. So clear a path. Refilibuster should, like, make up for one of my character's big weaknesses, which is, you know, cleave damage. I'm actually going to fight the Terror as well here. I was hoping for a bit more damage, I'll be honest with you. Alright, hopefully going into this webbing will just drop it straight into the refresh, which will refilibuster the board, and kill most enemies. The other big weakness of this character is actually just survivability. And I need to solve that issue. I don't have a great path right now, but I'm really getting like sick and tired of taking 2 damage a turn, so let's reduce that to 1 damage a turn. God damn it, if it hit the refresh, it would have just been over. Alright, we'll just hit the bomb instead, and then the refresh. Okay. Cleave is a weakness of this character. I think you take Pulse Orb, guys. Almost every time it shows up as this character, it's just a very solid orb. I really, really want to go right here. So, we'll just make sure that it happens. I hate that event. It's so painful. I just take 9 damage. It's also... I don't like that it's harder to go out of that fight to the right than to the left. Okay, this is kind of leading me on the path. It's taking me by the hand and said, shall we do a bomb build, friend? It's like the only thing you can beat the game with nowadays. And I'm like, oh, sure, maybe we'll do a bomb build then. Why not? A roundel bomb build. Horrible timing on the Pulse Orb, guys. I think we discard it. It's not very good right now anyway, but especially when there's not enemies on the board other than the, you know, the single guy. A little bit early for that bomb. Alright, very early for 2 bombs. We're in trouble. Fortunately, Refilibuster should help me here. Does anyone want to get stuck in the sack, by the way? Just throwing that out there. I nearly made a great shot then. I was actually aiming for the refresh peg, but my angles weren't quite right. Nice bomb. Actually, the plus 10 damage on the bomb's pretty important in this fight. I will concede. And also blinding enemies a little bit with bombs is pretty nice. I'm honestly getting insane at these deflect shots now. Again, I had to hit the refresh there. I got it. You need to go. You're going to do too much damage to me to leave you on the board. Fine. Get him with this. Okay, we do get him with this, only just though. Man, I've just not done well this fight. I don't know what it's been. I just don't be able to get it stuck in the central mass. Right, we need to be pretty good with how we finish this. Okay, that bramble on the red slime is honestly just like a gift. Because I was a bit worried that he was going to hit me. Shouldn't hit me anymore. Because he's dead. Alright. We get out of this fight. We took a bit of damage, but... we're fighting Slime Lord as well. I did say I wanted to be on bomb build, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab some Infectious Sting either. As it is very good on that fight. That being said, it is pretty pointless on, like, almost every other fight. It's not good on the second floor either. You know what? I actually don't think I take it. I think we upgrade this instead, so it makes my life on this floor easier. Okay, we're bomb build. It's all I know how to do now. Throw everything out the window. We're a bomb build. You know, burn the boats, scorch the lands, sand the farms. We're bomb build. Nothing else matters anymore. This is all we're doing. Now, I'm not quite there yet on bomb build, but we certainly have some good stuff. I'm going to tend to the leaves here. It should hopefully save me a heal later. It's basically worth 25 gold, that event. So, good. I like it. We still have another elite left as well. We really need to hit 2 bombs here. I haven't, and I've also made my life considerably harder on the next shot. So... I think we do a little cry. Alright, we take 9 damage. Unless I dodge an attack. I did dodge 1. It's fine. I was kind of hoping that maybe I'd get refillable plus a bomb there, which is what the line was in the end. I really need to hit a bomb still. Can I hit this one? I can. Okay, this makes my life considerably easier. Just gonna throw out again. Where was Poltergeist during all of this? So, what is your alibi? Would have been really fucking useful is all I'm going to say. We'll upgrade this again. We have super AoE damage now, which is great for the next floor. Not good against a slime boss, though, in particular. I'd still like something else to help me kill a single target. As soon as we get that, this is actually quite a strong build. 4 pebbles in the sack, 4 pebbles in a row. You love to see it. We're almost certainly taking the 6. We're not taking the 6, we're taking a 3, though. I'll take that, honestly. Make sure we kill the other artillery guy. Okay, honestly, could have been worse. I've definitely seen worse of these fights. I'm really considering it. It's a targeted orb as well. And targeted orbs are not bad on the second floor. The theory as well is if I hit some bombs and refresh the board, Jack-o'-lantern might come through the bottom, back through the top again, and hit more bombs on the way back round again. It's not completely crazy is all I'm saying. Do I think it's a waste of 25 gold? Probably yes. It's also not that damaging, so it's not really what I was after. I don't really want to upgrade a Pebble, though, to be honest with you. Alright, Elite, show me the path. That's a huge Belusion trigger, by the way. Because it leaves him on the perfect amount of health for the... well, every fight, honestly. Alright, this is not the perfect enemy. In fact, this is by far and away the worst fight I could have got. Actually, no, that's not true. The Minotaur may have killed me. It's probably the second worst, though. Actually, we have refillable from Pulp Up, guys. I'm just being a whiny bitch about this. This is actually pretty fine. Compared to how we have this fight sometimes, this is a walk in the park, actually. Would have been fantastic to hit that other bomb there. But I guess, you know, I guess we won't hit that other bomb. Literally would have ended the fight. And it's actually quite hard to hit now, so just grind my face against the pegs again. Please don't shoot me again. Please let me kill him. We're out. Toil and Trouble is actually an interesting shout. It's very, very good. Poison damage is targeted, which I quite like on the second floor. Also, we're fighting the slime boss. I think I'm actually willing to go for it. I also have the money to take it all the way. Alright, this is very interesting now. It's a good poison build. It's also a good bomb build. If we can get the thing which makes bombs poison, we could actually do something quite interesting. We'll die, probably because the second floor is now, like, insane, but there's some intrigue here. Huge opening, by the way. Crit on this. I applied 10 poison damage. Actually, I apply 11 because of this. Actually, I might play a 12. No, it's 11. I didn't know if it was going to do 7 plus 3 instead, or whatever it was. 7 plus 4. It didn't. Anyway, this is not a great orb, but, you know, most of the other orbs in my stack aren't great. I still have to fire them right now. But yeah, look at his health. It's just plummeting, all because of that first shot. In fact, I really need to get some money here. More than anything else. Because he's dead. Great battle. Nothing needs upgrading. I'll save the money. Go for gold. Every shot has +1 multiple, but attacks get -2, -3. It's Matryoshka orb, but worse. By Matryoshka orb, it's Matryoshka, whatever it was called. Wasn't that -2, -2? So why would you add something to the game that is worse than something that no one ever took? That's my only question. It's really shit. Like, why? Why did you change the Matryoshka thing then? I'm gonna potentially take it, by the way. This is the right choice. But I've not done go for gold yet. I say that's the right choice. It would make my orb damage actually 0. Alright, I'm actually going to level with you. I think the right choice is skip. I think... Actually, it's skip or take constricted chains is the right choice if you want to go and win the run. Not that I think this is a good idea, but if you can shotgun out and hit all the bombs and, you know, maybe something can come from that. Go for gold would only be good if I can pick up a bomb orb. Because it's going to make half my sack, more than half my sack, worthless. Like, this will always be 0. This will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This would be a 1, 5, which isn't great. This would be a 1, 2, which is really not good. It's its base level. And this would be a 0, 0, but it would apply its effect still. Multi-ball's a really strong effect, don't get me wrong. But I just don't think this is the time for it. As much as, you know, it has an exclamation mark and it's shining, it's the wrong play. Now this is interesting in its own right, only because it would turn this into double blind, which is kind of minor. But what it would do is turn this into an insane amount of poison. It could turn this potentially into 20 poison. But it would just destroy the entirety of my sack. Actually, that's not quite true. Because the intensity would also work on this. So I would get potentially 88 Delusion if I can hit a crit. It's glowing. It's the wrong choice. It's glowing. Oh, and we're fighting the wall. Cool. Glad I turned my damage off. Alright, so my pebbles do no damage. Basically, I just need to add bombs to the board now to make my build actually work. You will work. Again, we should fire horrible because all I'm interested in right now is setting up bombs. I actually should fire you off. We have Refilibuster as well, which is a bit more damage. So we're not going to live long enough for this to happen, but the real eventual goal now is to create a scenario where we get insane multi-ball. I need a shop. I think we actually have to go left here. I need something that is the most consistent way to add bombs onto my board. It's right or middle. Actually, it's probably right or left, but it's certainly right is what I want. It works quite nicely with multi-ball as well. We're dead. Just calling it now. We're dead. I did hit all the bombs, though. So I've got that going for me. We basically have to win this battle with a Refilibuster. I think those bombs are going to be really, really hard to hit. By the way, this is actually an insane shot. We actually did quite a lot of damage there. The only killing one of them is pretty insane. Oh, I missed the bombs. He's going to die, though. The question is, do I wait for him to die? I think the answer is yes, I'll have to wait for him to die. Because my damage is so lacking that I can't really afford to lose damage not shooting the other guy. I'm very sad that Refilibuster didn't kill you there. I thought it would do. I also thought he might kill you there. A bomb, please. Nope. Alright. 36% chance to not get hit. It's actually less, but we'll take those numbers. Alright, we're out. This is definitely a good build. Again, nothing here is worth taking. We should probably heal, though, for safety reasons. Peglin, remove an orb, please. I beg of you. Get rid of the Terror Ball. That's also a really good event for me. I need the shop to be insane. I also need this to be easy. Oh, this Pebble's a 1-2 now, because it's upgraded. I actually should possibly shop the Chandelier there as well. Whatever. Actually, I think we just have to leave the Chandelier up. You have to die, but you're going to be really, really hard to kill. Well, since I'm doing very little chip damage, I need you to not be healing. Wait for the crit. Big poison on this guy is going to go a long way. So, he's dead. Even with the heal, he'll die next turn. Now all I can do right now, literally, is hit pegs, because we need Refilibuster to do disgusting things. That's a great crit. Honestly, we've been lucky in this battle so far. This is the sad thing. This is about as good as I could have hoped for. And we're still getting absolutely, like, wrecked. I am out, though. I'm gonna heal. And I'm gonna just try and hit 2 gold worth of pegs. If I don't do it, then, you know, sad times. Alright. Don't go to hell now. I'll take it. I'll take it. I need insane things. None of you are bombs. Well, you are a bomb, but you don't actually, you know, put more bombs on the board. You are more poison, but it's hard for me to attack enemies. You're all shit. Like, you're all, like, unbelievably garbage. I have to take this, I guess. I forgot as well that 100 gold isn't enough to buy 2 things, because you increase in price. Either way, I think that was the right choice. I guess I just keep removing pebbles. This hasn't really moved the needle, though. Alright, chest on the right. Please go to the right, by the way. You have to be insane. Create bombs, please. You create bombs. It's possible. So you're saying there's a chance. I'm going for this elite. I know we might die, but the wall, health doesn't matter. Cool, thanks. Unicorn Horn is going to be insane here. And by insane, I mean insanely worthless. Right, this is probably the best fight I could have hoped for, which is really sad, because I think we're going to die here, but... we can potentially start creating mini bombs. Mini bombs is AoE damage. We can apply status effects to many enemies. The blindness is ticking up. Not fast enough, but it's ticking. I think at this point you have to just let the poison triggers kill most of the other guys. I need the boss to actually start dying. Huge refresh. I needed that refresh. I think I discard here and then just fire this off. More bombs being created. We've been so lucky with brambles as well. We keep getting brambles. Do I just race this white mage now? In terms of their healing? I think I will do. I'm just gonna hope the refilibuster and bombs kills you. I need the boss to be dying. Don't heal. Fine. Take a pound of my flesh for all I care. Hit one more bomb, please. Refilibuster will do. Okay, we actually might do this. Astonishingly, the Gopher might carry, because he's dead. Throw me some money now, please, before we leave. I actually can't believe it. I think we're going to still die to the wall, but this powder collector has given me some degree of hope. So we need raw damage, and by raw damage, the best way for me to actually kill an enemy, I think, is through poison. The problem is this won't actually apply poison anymore, because it's always going to be a 0-0. Effectively, I can't do anything about this, is what I'm saying. We're not going to get a shop, so I think what we should do here is upgrade this one time so that it always does damage, because then it will always apply poison. I'll take a heal so that I live through the next battle, and we'll take monster training and intentionally try and put my health below 25% for when we go into the wall fight. Right? Are you understanding? You're about to see some fucking crazy Peglin play, by the way. If I'm not below 25% health. I will be below 25% health, though, fortunately, because this battle is disgusting. There's an additional archer enemy, and there's an additional artillery plant enemy. That is not nice. And the best parts of my sack are targeted orbs. I can't target the enemies I want, so we are going to have a big cry in a moment, because I'm about to lose, I think. No heal. Right, Right, let's refilibuster. Pray for the crit. Okay, we didn't get the crit, but we're generating bombs and we're refreshing the bombs back. You know what? Actually, this is not too bad. We'll be firing this off because I just need to hit a bomb. The targeting doesn't matter. We lived. We're not in Monstera range, though. Yet. So we're not going to heal. I haven't got enough crits on the board to make that work. I tell you what, though. Do I ball lightning to try and set this up? Because it'll always be 0-0, but it might be good enough to set up. I'm going to say no. Now, here's where the craziness comes in. I think we intentionally misnavigate. Until I'm in Monstera range. And then we go down. Because the wall can't hurt me. Well, he can kill me, but he can't hurt me. I hope this is not a battle. Duplicate everything or random. I think we might go for everything here. Let's just go balls to the walls, because the reload is actually extremely brutally punishing for me. So, Monstera will go off here. So I'll be doing more damage than I otherwise would be. It's not a lot, but every little maybe helps. Now I should hit as many pegs as I can. But immediately, that's an additional 300 damage I wouldn't have had. I also think we're going to be discarding this and just poisoning it every single opportunity. We're basically going to do this with both poison damage and bomb damage. They're my two focuses here. We don't have ways to refresh the board, so we could get refresh screwed. And currently I'm experiencing a bit of refresh screwage, I think. But we'll try. I got so close to hitting it there. Don't lose just because you can't hit the refresh. It's 100% how we're going to lose this. I was hoping with the multi-ball that the odds would, be in my favor, which they are, to be fair. Oh my god, I just couldn't hit it. Alright, so that's how we lose, basically. I think we did everything we could to give ourselves a chance to win this, but... Well, after I took the Gopher, I guess I didn't do everything I could do to possibly win this because I took the Gopher, which was 100% the wrong play. It's not over yet, though. We are starting to hit critical mass of bombs. There's a lot of bombs on the board now. And he's half dead. That's a huge refresh. And the filibuster's also getting him. Hang on a minute. This is 2,000 damage, basically. Hang on a minute! Okay. This is insane. I'm ascending. You're witnessing an ascension. And I'm not even playing Slay the Spire. I need to improve my run in some way, though. This shit won't happen on the next floor. What the fuck is this thing? It's a moon ball? Viridian Trinket. Gravity is reversed. Of course it is. But ceiling bounce is massively increased, and orbs pass through pegs while traveling downwards. You know when you see something, you're like, this is just too much weird shit? Gravity is reversed. Okay, sure. Ceiling bounce is massively increased. And orbs pass through pegs while traveling downwards. Oh, I understand what happened. So, it goes through pegs going downwards, then it comes back up again, and the idea is that you bounce on the pegs on the way back up, and then I guess there's going to be wall bounces on the bottom, at the top, sorry, which will be kind of the bottom. I mean, of all the weird shit that I've seen, we have to take this, right? And I just want to say, in the last episode, I did say, is this going to be like an Afterbirth plus, like, you know, booster pack scenario? Are we getting to the point where Peglin's just adding too much weird shit to the game and not enough shit that just does more damage? Holy shit, what is happening? Okay, so I guess the massive increase in bouncing is going to send it through the bottom. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, yeah, sure. Alright, this is maybe the best relic in the game. Not from like a quality standpoint, it might be actually, but from a fun dopamine receptor standpoint, it's insane. Scientists will study this map for, you know, aeons. Not this map, this relic. How do I get out, by the way? Just like that, I guess. Yeah, simple. Remove half of my orbs, or get a mirror orb. I think we'll be taking a mirror orb here. Because, you know, if I remove half my orbs, the half won't be, you know, horrible, horrible, pebble, pebble. It's going to be both the poison things, both the piercing things. It'll just leave horribles and pebbles, so, yeah, give me a mirror orb. Oh, yeah, getting out of this is going to be really fun. Please, let me out. I was so close. This is so stupid. You know what? This is actually going to ruin navigation. Holy shit, if I can get the thing in the middle. Please. Plinkers Dinkers, don't punish me. Yes! The super bounce. Add it. Yes. Right, again, we really need to go to the shop here. Okay. Okay. I'm getting the super bounce. By the way, we looked at this guy's notes, I think at the end of the last episode. He does a shit ton of damage. He's basically the slime boss on the first floor, but on the mines instead. So I don't really want him to do anything. So I'm actually going to try and race him. I was going to say, where's my multi-ball? I couldn't see it. As it so happens, our race has not been very fruitful. I actually think we changed our target now. Okay, it came back. I thought it was for certain it left, but it didn't really do anything. Refreshing the board is going to be an issue. It's going to be a real issue if they're my best shots. Yeah, I think we're about to do a little die, sadly. Because I can't hit the refresh. Okay, we got the refresh. We're back. We're so back. Who am I targeting now? It's surely the mushroom, right? It is. He's going to die eventually. Don't worry about it. He dies next turn. Could also just kill him with a bomb, which I think is what the plan's going to be. I didn't set off the bomb, I'm dumb. Whatever, we got him with AoE damage. This guy does disgusting damage. That being said, he has got 40 stacks of poison on him, so... he's probably going to die. Would be my guess. You know what we need? We need rubber floors. To make this really pop. Okay, he's dead. How much money I've got as well. I know I got a lot of money, but does this go to, like, triple eventually? No, it's always doubles, so you know what? I actually think we don't upgrade you. I think you're fine as you are. Because the damage is irrelevant. Super bounce me? Also, you know what? Unicorn Horn might low-key be insane with this. It makes the super bounce way easier to aim. Okay, there's a few choices here. I think one of the ones we're going to take potentially is Round Guard. Ambidextrity is also pretty insane here. I think we add it. The other temptation is actually just to take Decoy Orb as even more protection on the reload. Because I don't think any of the orbs here particularly add anything to the equation. And I don't think Refresher Course will ever get me there because I don't have a refresh energy. That's kind of what I was also fishing for other than bomb stuff. I needed something that would do refreshing. But we'll just take a couple of good relics, a couple of good defensive relics, and we'll move on with life. $16 damage is a lot of damage, and I think I'm going to fight an elite next, maybe. I think I'm going to trade 6 max health instead. I very rarely do that, but... That's huge. Alright, the bomb build is unironically go, go, go. I think I want to go out left. If we're going to avoid elite, I think I should avoid elite here. I'm really intrigued what Handsy McGee will be like with the Viridian thing, but... Cool. Sprouting's for investment, you've come up way, way too late. But maybe we'll do something with you, who knows. Alright, this is a new battle. It's 3 of the slime guys. And thank God I've got... I've just seen what my future holds. It's 3 of the new slime guys who do a lot of damage apparently, but we've not really seen them in action. I have Horrible, Horrible, and then Double Double, all of which do 0 damage. And I have Ambidextrity. Oh, there's also a Void in the center. Okay, I see what's happening here. God damn it. I mean, there's not a lot else I could do other than this. Also, targeted ups are pretty bad right now, so we'll do that. And then repeat it. Rinse and repeat, please. I basically need to do this with my AoE orbs and Refilibuster. So I'm going to take a targeted one here. We're actually going to kill the Weather Vane anyway, so... This is fine, but I needed the Pollution more than anything. Now these guys can actually be killed. You're dead to poison. You have 37 stacks of poison on you. Help orb stock. So he's dead next turn. I think we let him swing at me. I have 100% delusion anyway. So logic dictates it shouldn't be too bad. Pops. Reminder, we have Decoy Orb and we have Round Guard as well, so we're definitely not taking any damage on the reload. Imagine hitting everything but the refresh peg. Actually, don't imagine it, you can just see it happening. Alright, this is a really interesting map. It'll be more interesting to play it when we've not got the Viridian whatchamacallit on, but... Oh my god, Rub Up could be so funny. What the fuck happens if I get a Rub Up? How bouncy does that shit get? It might actually be too bouncy. I think there's a legitimate concern that it is too bouncy. Anyway. I'm going to take another heal, just for safety. And down we go. It has to be. It's actually what I need. Just a way to add more refreshes to the board. Hello guys, I don't know if you want to fight me right now. Some weird shit is happening. Let's just put it that way. Multi-ball is normally insane on this battle. I don't know if upside down bouncy gravity multi-ball is quite as good, but it's doing some weird shit in the corner. Do we just fire Horrible here? Because we don't really care, right? About the damage too much. The Horrible came back. That was definitely gone. Help me. Ball stuck on roof. Ball stuck on roof. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Ah! One of my balls disappeared. I've been Ocaruned. Alright. There you go. I've somehow won this. I don't know what's happening there. Oh, when I hit walls, I do damage. Was I just instantly doing, like, thousands of damage and not paying attention? Maybe that's what happened. Anyway, let me upgrade this because I want more and more and more and more refreshes on the board. And I actually think we're so golden. This might be the most insane run I've ever had, by the way. We've not seen this fight before. There's a bunch of guys. Weather Vane enemies, a bat, and 2 knights is normally this. They've added a few more, and it's a pure block. Okay, thanks, Minecraft Steve. I see you've been here as well. Oh, and then it explodes? Hang on a minute. This is actually really cool design. We have ambidextrous, so we'll discard too. This is so cool. Alright, this might be the coolest map in the game. And by might, I don't even think it's a question. This is the coolest map in the game. This is actually kind of breaking my computer. Don't adjust your sets. My computer is also struggling with this. Oh yeah, there's a weather vane. That was kind of dumb. But I'm going to do it again. The performance, the lag, is insane. I don't know if we've hit enough bombs yet to kill everyone. But we should have 100% dodge anyway. We have. Potential temptation for replenish orb as well, but I think we're just going to say no. We'll just heal instead. It's not happy. My computer is like, please, Red Nexus, don't make too many particles. Alright, we'll have to find out some new tech as well to open chests with upside down gravity. We're fighting the boss. By the way, isn't this fight insanely good for me with the Viridian thing? Just anything with a block of pegs surely is insane for me. Also, the bricks don't work the same as pegs. It says it goes through pegs, but I guess it doesn't work for these bricks because it's actually getting blocked by them, which is even better for me. Also, I've just realized I don't have wall bouncers contribute to damage, which I thought I did have. That was the last one. Alright. Anyway, where's my refresh? There's the refresh. Alright, you guys are all actually gigafucked now. The bomb build is ready. And by bomb build, it's also a poison build. I actually think we discard this and just put Giga Poison on you. He's also 170% blind, so he can't actually hit me anymore. This is actually cyberbullying. Oh, I love it! It's so good. I'm actually stunned that I've won this run, by the way. I had to fight tooth and nail. Don't forget as well that I put myself into monster training range for the world boss battle intentionally, just to get through that with a really scuffed build. And I took Gopher when I really didn't have a run for Gopher. That might be the most anticlimactic way to finish this battle, but he's dead to poison. ladies and gentlemen, my first victory on the new patch. And of course it was an upside down gravity bouncy multi-ball bomb build. That's obviously just within my wheelhouse. Anyway, Viridian Trinket, very interesting. I'd be more intrigued to see how that is on not batshit insane runs, but quite fun. I feel like Gopher's Gold is actually completely garbage, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm doing it a bit of disservice. Actually, was the Matryoshka relic -4/-4? Let me just try and quickly check this. I thought it was -2/-2, but maybe that's just the orb. Peglin. I don't know how to spell it. Matryoshka relic. Matryoshka shell. Yeah, it was -2/-2, and I never took it. Every shot's multiple 1, but every attack gets -2/-2. Maybe it was more broken than I ever thought it was, but I always thought it was like... It was okay, but not much beyond that. Yeah, just an insane run. Honestly, we were saved by Recombobulated Refillbuster. They just hard carried the run. But after that, we fought tooth and nail, we made our dreams happen, and we won the run. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everything helps me out. Let's see you next time. Bye.